Welcome back to Stay Tuned. I'm Tony Angelo. Today we're going to get my dirt cheap carbureted C5 Corvette up, running, and turn it into a proper track monster. Let's go. All right, you may notice the front of the car looks a little bit different. We have what's called a hood. Giant hole here, barb cut for the carburetor. Nice little sheet of aluminum that's covering the old turbocharger hole. So, gained a hole, lost a hole, if you're keeping score. It fits that Holley 4150 just perfect. And the next thing we're going to do is try to get this thing running right. When we ran this sucker on the dyno and for the first drive, we had the MSD LS ignition controller set to custom, which was a total ignition advance of like 32 or 33 degrees. And clearly on the spark plug, it was all the way. It doesn't sound like a lot, but for an LS motor, that's a lot. Stock LS full total advance is 19 degrees. Now we've got a big camshaft in here. We've got a set of Summit heads, so it does want a little bit more, but I think we're pushing it. So I snapped it over to a different base map on there. It's the LS1 high output map. Fire it up, and we're running a little bit of an issue. Give me one, get me up. Oh my. Doing that. Well, it's doing that. So I think it's just too slow to advance and keep up with the nasty cam and head setup we've got going on now. So I'm going to turn it back to the custom setup, but I'm going to get in there and actually set the curve myself. Right, so I think if we pull the battery out, turn it back to custom, let's see if it revs happier, and I'll just lay out a nice curve. It's not too hard. All right, so we tried to use the GM fuse and relay center to work the fans and just hit up the triggers and just run it to a regular thermo switch. It didn't work for us last time. There's 40 different ways that they run this thing, high speed, low speed. It just didn't work out, and I wound up overheating this motor pretty hard on the first drive. So we went in, put an MSD solid state relay box in here, which is much more simple. All you need is ignition, power, and then you can run all your triggers. You can run ground, you can run power. So we are running the fuel pump, the fans, and the ignition right off this little thing. I'm gonna have to mess with any of the factory wiring because there's it's a 99. There's a lot of stuff going on there. I'm just disconnecting the battery because we put the MSD in a super inaccessible spot. That's how we like to party here. I got it. There it goes. Okay. All right. There we go. You there? You see what I'm doing? Yep. All right, so that's custom one. There you go. I turn that dial back to custom one, and then we'll get in and set it up. We need to get a micro USB. Got her plugged in? Sure did. Great. All right, let me hook up the laptop.
You plug this in.
All right, let me show you. So we're on the custom one map, right?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, that's too much timing. That is too much timing. So we're gonna pull everybody down. Hold on. Send to product. There you go. Give me a sec. I want to see a couple other things. Rev limiter. 7,000. Pulling 8 degrees at 104. Oh, that's in Celsius. Okay, I'm right. That makes sense. Sorry, my bad. I was like, why would it pull 8 degrees at 140? But 140 C, you're in trouble.
Much different.
Yeah, you're in trouble there, boy. So we're gonna add some till we get to 0. That's like 30. It's fine. Leave it right in here. 100 is 212. Over 212, it'll start pulling. I'll probably leave that alone. All right, you want to fire it up for a sec? Get your foot under there. Rev it up a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty really good. Real good. Give me a quick one. All right.
Very smooth.
Yeah. We got her. All right, sick.
All right.
I'd warm it up, but we're gonna change the thermostat because it's running pretty warm.
Before we change out that thermostat, we had Stone whip up a radiator shroud with some PVC shower mat from the hardware store and some aluminum flat stock. It's an old drift racing trick we learned years ago. It really does do a good job of sealing everything up, but if you crash, it won't destroy all of your coolers. This turned out great, and we were on our way.
All right, let Stone take this thing for a test drive. See if we can figure out if it's staying cool or not. Said it was running at 180 a long time and then got hot.
That got a lot worse.
Oil pressure is like 17. It's no good. Pull the dipstick, see if there's any water in there.
I don't see water. Honestly, I'm hardly seeing oil.
All right, put a couple quarts of oil in this thing. It seemed to be low. I'm gonna start it. She's done. Bottom end is done.
There's a lot more noises.
Okay, so we dragged the C5 back and we know that this LS1 is cooked. I don't know how much of a rebuild it's gonna need, but it's definitely gonna need to be rebuilt. Is the crank scored? Are the rods out of round? I don't know how bad it is. It's making a bunch of noise. So this thing is done, and I wanna get this car back on track quickly. The season ends in about 3 weeks, and I promised myself that I would be on track this year. So we need to find a solution and a replacement for this thing ASAP, and I wanna do it quick, and I wanna do it cheap, and I just found these super random industrial powered LS motors for an unbelievable price on Marketplace, and I'm heading out to get them right now. I dug around on Marketplace and I found a bunch of very expensive aluminum 6 liters and LS3s, $4,000 or $5,000, and I don't want to spend this money on what's going to be a kick around track car. And I found these really weird 6 liter LS motors, 2 whole motors for $750. Can't beat it. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. What's wrong with them? They look extremely clean, and I dug into the ad. The guy says these are from Isuzu box trucks. They are from quote PSI motors. I said, fine, we're gonna figure it out. I wanna dig into it. I wanna see if there's a way we can make power out of these things. The interesting part, I looked it up. PSI is an industrial engine supplier. They have 4 cylinders, 6 cylinders. They have these V8s. Obviously this is based on the LS. It's really an LS, but it's rated at 174 horsepower at 2,900 RPM.
That's gutless.
Which, how you make 174 horsepower out of a 6 liter LS is beyond me.
It's like 70 smog numbers.
Yes. You could take half the LS and throw it away, it would make that much power. So it's 174 horsepower and it's 315 pound-feet of torque. So that's okay. Now this is a A Gen 3 6-liter should make like 350, 350.
Yeah.
You know, they should make a lot of power. They are big motors that are very efficient. They should be way more than that. But I just figured for these dollars and with the parts we have laying around back at the shop, we got to be able to make some cheap horsepower with these things. So dig in, because we're heading back to my hometown of Doylestown, Pennsylvania. That's kind of where I grew up. And we're going to get our hands on these things for $375 a piece. And they look very clean. All right, so we're here at Phil's shop. These are the Isuzu truck motors that are 6-liter LS motors from PSI. Have you researched them at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had them rated like 175 horsepower, which I don't understand. Because a 6-liter LS will make that in its sleep. So I'm not 100% certain why it is, because you said these are 821 heads, which is a decent head.
Right.
So we don't really know what they're gonna do. Worst comes to worst, I figure it probably has a tiny cam in it. That's my guess.
Yeah, I think it's got a truck cam in it, and it's
Yeah.
all torque. I mean, they were moving box trucks with these things, so my guess is that it's just tuned up to be a puller
Yeah.
and not a spinner.
So we'll maybe pull a head off and see what it looks like. Make sure it's not some weird proprietary head with tiny valves in it. But one way or another, at this price, we figure can't go wrong. They're pretty clean. Get it in, get the C5 back on the road and ripping as quick as we can.
We got 4 of these things originally, and a buddy built his and tore it all down and could not find a single thing out of spec in the motor when he tore them down. So we don't really know the
Did he run
of
it?
these things. Oh yeah.
You run it with a different cam?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it ran pretty good.
Ring great.
Okay.
So I don't think it's got some goofy head. I think these are pretty standard.
Yeah, it looks like
21 heads.
It looks like it to me now. Yeah, you had them listed as 921.
That
and
was a
like,
typo. I've actually fixed that. Yeah.
oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never heard of that.
No. I was just a range fart. It said
Yeah.
820.
All right. Oh, yeah. Hello. Hi, baby.
Yeah.
You are a gigantic horse dog. Yeah. Yes. Terrifying when you come up, but what a sweetheart.
I was almost told you in a text, like, you're cool with dogs? So
Yeah.
some people, they got attacked when they were a kid and they got a phobia. But
I actually had a little run-in with a German Shepherd as a kid, but I'm good. Oh, we're good. We're cool now.
He's a
Yeah,
sweetheart.
you're a sweetheart.
He's all bark, no bite.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, and you were going to put this in an endurance car? You want to show us that? Do you want?
No.
Put it on there. Might as well. What year is this?
That's a 75.
75 AMC Hornet with a Jeep 4-liter that's tuned up, he said, near 300 horsepower probably. And it's unstoppable. They were like, we're going to put the LS motors in, but this won't quit. And in endurance racing, if it works.
So it's actually got LS valves in it.
It does?
Yeah, we got a really. You go to Phoenix over there?
Oh, yeah.
To the machine shop downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Larry.
Larry.
Built that motor.
Oh, Larry's a king, dude.
The king.
Yeah,
exactly.
He built my Pontiac motor. That thing rules.
And he was like, I said, Larry, I hear people can get LS valves,
In
He goes,
there.
oh, I can do that.
Oh, yeah.
And so he actually, fitted these big LS valves in that head.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing pulls like a beast, and we've got a 5-speed in it now, and NP35, 3550. And we've just been, I bought this brand new on Craigslist, or not brand new, I bought it 35,000 miles on Craigslist.
Wow.
35,000 original miles on it. And then we immediately ruined this
Yeah, of course.
classic car.
Yup.
And caged it, and I originally put an eBay turbocharger on the 4.2, blowing in an ammo box with the carburetor inside the
it? Yeah,
ammo
like
box,
so the pressurized the whole
box.
thing. I like this guy.
Ran like a champ.
Of course.
And we actually won the top prize in that Lemon series with that, and then I couldn't leave well enough alone, so we just started doing things. And it's got the original 1975 crank in the 4.0 block.
Oh, wow.
It's one of those things you can do.
I didn't know that, yeah.
You can put the 4.2 crank in the 4.0 block, and you end up with a 4.6-liter stroker. So that's what we got going on now.
Sounds pretty stout. That's cool.
Just that.
Okay. Can we start it? Can you start it up? Let me hear this thing.
pretty
Go ahead,
good,
Whip.
man.
You gave it 13 seconds before you revved it up. Very cool.
Yeah, we had a good time with that.
Awesome. All right, well, let's get these motors loaded up and
Yeah.
What a
before he
killer
changes his
build.
mind. But that thing sounds wicked. All right, cool. $750 for both of these. $375 for a
Cord LS, good core LS. I think it's a.
Oh yeah, well, we're gonna run it the way it is for sure.
And I, you know, he was like, oh, Tony Angelo, I cut him a slack. I'm like, I don't know, he's a pretty cheap.
No, don't take any money off. That's a fair price, man.
I was like, oh,
For sure.
he's a cool dude. I kind of.
There you go.
All right, thanks, Tom.
All right, we're gonna load them up and get out of here. Well, we're gonna load them up ahead of Nat's Pizza, I think. Make sure we get a slice before we leave.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, well, I can back this truck up and figure it out. So we couldn't leave Doylestown without bringing a pizza back for my guy Barb to try my hometown specialty. This is from Nat's Pizza. That was my favorite since middle school over there. I used to get out of middle school. I would walk up, grab a slice at Nat's, keep on rocking to Siren Records, check out the new Soundgarden album, and then feel like we were, you know, real cool kids until my mom came to pick me up. But it was super fun. Pizza's, it's a good sliced pizza, man. It's got a sweet sauce, and I love it. As we always say, Stay Tuned is a pizza team with a racing problem. People have asked how they can, like, you know, support the program, support the channel. If you want, and you don't have to, you can just keep watching and enjoying the show. You can send us a pizza. There's a link to donate a pie. If not, just keep on jamming. And we are going to dig into this thing because Barb says he's starving. And let's check out those motors and see, you know, what they're all about. One more. Another foot. All right, let's see what we got. Okay. All right, so we just unloaded these industrial PSI 6-liter motors. We're digging into them. I see, like, these are 821 heads, which we go over to our little chart, and an LY6 should have come with an 823 head or some other head that started with the 3. 821 heads are supposed to be only on real LS3s, which means I think some of the valves are hollow and whatever, but it's a very high flowing, very gnarly head. I'm gonna pull the valve covers off. I still don't think we really exactly know what we're getting into here. But at good. Yeah, at $375 a piece, it is kind of a no-brainer to scoop these things up and see what we can do. They got these cool lift arm thingies.
Those are sick.
Keep those around.
Those are sick.
More or less, somebody was cleaning out some building where these were Fleet, I think, maintained, and more or less they were throwing these out. So I got them for $750 for 2, but I think he got them for nothing. Whoa. Yeah, those look incredibly clean. Dang. That looks brand new. I'm feeling really good about this. You know, again, the rating is 175 horsepower at 2,900 RPM. Can we make horsepower with them with the right cam? I think so. I think we will. We're gonna have to wait until next time to find out. We're gonna dig into these things, try to figure out exactly how they're built, what combination of parts they have, and more or less put a hot cam in it, get a decent intake manifold on here, do a couple of upgrades to it, everything down, dirty, and quick. Get this thing back in the C5 and up and ripping down the road. I cannot wait. The LS1 is dead. Long live LY96s, I guess. Man. All right, well, that's it for this episode. Next time we come back, we're gonna dig into these suckers, figure out exactly what they are. What is this weird combination of parts? What is the good, what is the bad, and how can we make a bunch of power with these things? Because right now I'm into them for $375 a piece, and I think this is gonna be one of the most down and dirty hot rod motor builds ever. All right, well, thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Please like and subscribe. Later.